welcome to my stamp studio. My name is Beth Maxwell and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and today is Hump Day. It is May 29th and we are here to play with our Spotlight on Nature stamp set and coordinating dies. It is just a really pretty, gentle, soft stamp set. And the dies are so much fun. They're not actually like images like you usually cut out your stamped images, but rather they're labels, not labels, but circles. And oh my gosh, look at how pretty they are. And so here is one that I've die cut before. I actually have two of them here. Yeah, look how pretty they are. They just have all sorts of different designs around the edges. Excuse me, and I forgot to bring up some water with me to the studio, so I may be coughing just a little bit. Okay, we're gonna get started and we're gonna have a little bit of fun. We're gonna be using our 2024 to 2026 in colors as well as the dies. And yeah, we're gonna make a quick card here. Now I know I featured this the other day, but you know, I couldn't help wanting to just do more. And when I find a stamp set that I really like to work with, my creative buds just kind of bloom and get going. Over the weekend, I was really hoping to have a chance to create a scrapbook page using this stamp set, but I got really busy with doing all my yard work. So I'm actually posting some things on Facebook, some pictures I took of little areas that I did in my yard, so you can actually see I was actually doing things. So yeah, let's get started. If you're joining, make sure you say hello. Tell me what you're having for lunch. I'm just going to put a comment in here right now what I had. I enjoyed some Salisbury steak. Let's see, I can't type, for lunch today. My husband golfs in a league on Tuesday nights, and every Tuesday they make some fabulous dinners for them. And yeah, so Ange, one of the owners, she sent me a care package home, so I had that for lunch today. So thanks, Ange. Huge shout out to you. I appreciate lunch. All right, let's go ahead and get started. I have a piece of Pretty in Pink cardstock, 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. So that's my card base. I'm going to take a piece of 6 by 6 designer series paper. Now I love this designer series paper. So we have these in each of the color families, and there are 4 different patterns. So here is the leaf pattern. I seem to be kind of partial to this one right now, but there are stripes. There is this fun geometric pattern, and then on the back of there is some spots. So these are the 5 in colors. So we have Summer Splash, Shy Shamrock, Petunia Pop, Pretty in Pink, and Peach Pie. Because we don't have enough pie in the world, or pie in the Stampin' Up! Colors, we had another pie. All right, so I'm going to put this aside because I have out my piece. I've cut this piece down to be 4 by 5 1/4. I have a piece of black here that I'm going to layer this on. This piece measures 5 3/8 by 4 1/8, so just an 1/8 inch bigger. We're going to go ahead and just adhere that right away. Oh, and I apologize that my little notification is on. I thought I turned that off. You know, I turn off my notifications on Facebook, so because the sound freaks my dog out completely. I don't know what it is, but it freaks them out. And so if people are up late and posting things late, I get this notification in the middle of the night. So I try to turn it off so I don't get, you know, woke up by it. Yeah, it's not been working. I'm going to take some of our Pretty in Pink bordered ribbon. And this is new. Now, a lot of it may be currently unavailable. There's been a huge increase in sales in this. Like, people really love this. All these in colors, but don't worry, it'll be back. I'm just going to turn this so I have a way to make my bow better. But don't worry, it'll be back in stock because this is an in color. It's going to last for a while. It'll last for 2 years. So yeah, they'll have more. Don't worry. And it comes in all 5 colors. All right. And I'm just, oh my goodness. I don't know how I can get that to shut off now. All right. It's my personal Facebook that's dinging like that. All right. Okay, so I got my little bow there. I'm just going to, you know what, let's see, I'm going to slide this down right there, just like that. Okay, now I've taken the dies already, and I took a 3x3 inch square of pretty pink and I'm sorry, this is 4x4. This is 3.5 by 3.5. And then I just ran it through the die cut machine. Now, sometimes those little pieces don't come out. So one of the things you can do is you can take a little lint roller and do this. Now, if your lint roller is super sticky, don't do it on the front because it'll rip your cardstock, all right? Let's see, do I have any over here? No, they're all gone. Okay. Otherwise, you can take a pick tool and use the pokey end here and poke those out, or you can use your brush end and brush those out. Okay, so now I have these two pieces here. Now, I am going to actually adhere those two together, and then I'm going to trim them down slightly. I need to turn my bow at a little bit of an angle. Sorry, that's upside down. Let's go ahead and adhere these two pieces to, oh, wait, no. Hold, please. I need to stamp, and then I will go ahead and cut it down. Because I realized if I didn't stamp first, I'm going to have a little bit of a problem because I might accidentally stamp on my pink, and I don't want to do that. All right, so I've got my scrap piece of paper here, and I'm going to go ahead and grab this large flower. So I'm going to be stamping this. I'm going to be stamping this butterfly. I am going to be stamping in black Memento ink because I will be coloring using my blends. Those are my favorite coloring tools, so I do use those quite often. But if you use markers or watercolor pencils, make sure you use StazOn. So again, I'm using blends, so I'll be using the black Memento ink. When it's a large stamp, I like to actually take my stamp pad to my stamp versus the other way. All right. And I just want to kind of look through and just stamp it right on there. Okay, just like that. We'll give this a good little cleaning here. Normally I have my scrub out for my rubber stamps here, but I don't happen to have that. I do need a little scrap piece of basic white. You can see I was stamping already on there. I'm just going to go ahead and stamp that again. There we go. Give that a good cleaning. All right, now we are ready to do some coloring. So I'm pulling in a few different colors here. I've got my, oops, let me just pull them all out here. Ooh, okay, I've got my dark daffodil, my daffodil combo, my lemon lolly combo. Okay, so this is just a little bit lighter yellow. I have granny apple green and pretty and pink. So those are the four colors I'm using. I like to use the light and dark because I do blend them together. So we're going to start with our butterfly. Let's just shove these all up here out of the way. I'm going to start with my butterfly, and I'm going to use my light lemon lolly here. And I'm just going to color the whole butterfly in the light lemon lolly. Now, if you don't have all these colors, you don't necessarily have to use them. You can use whatever color you have. All right, so there we go. I'm going to come back in with my dark daffodil now. And I am just going to just randomly start coloring just different areas of the wings, just to add some dimension. And I'm not coloring completely all the way up. I do have one of these already cut out, so I'll show you what that looks like. And now if I wanted to, I can come back in with my dark lemon lolly and just kind of blend some of that together. There we go. Just to give my butterfly a little dimension. Now, by the magic of TV, I've already fussy cut this out. I love doing that. It just saves me some time, and it saves time from you watching me to fussy cut things. You can watch on my Stampin' Fun and More classes. I'll do my fussy cutting on mine and during the video, and that's fine. When it's lunch break, I just need to get these projects quickly done for you. So now I'm going to take my pretty in pink, and I'm going to color my flowers. Now, You can start with your dark. You can start with your light. It is totally up to you on what you want to do. So play around with it. You know, stamp your images on some scrap paper, you know, and then go ahead and color it in and just, you know, play with those. It goes the same thing for watercolor pencils and markers. You know, try it out on a scrap piece of paper and see, you know, how your coloring goes and how you like it. I'm then going to come back in with my dark Pretty in Pink now. Now, it's not a really significant difference. So you can see a little bit. All right. And I'm just adding some depth in there. I like to turn my project as I go here. So wherever these little black lines are that the artist gave us is really where I try to put some of the dark to accent it. So here, I'll move this off so you can see it just a little bit. All right. Now, I do want to color in my leaves and my stem. So I'm going to bring in my dark, you know, blend. And I'm just going to go down carefully here. Now, it doesn't always, I don't have a very straight hand or, you know, a steady hand. So mine is, tends to be a little bit wider than the image, and that's okay. All right. I'm going to come back in now with my light Granny Apple Green, and we're going to add just some color in here. And I'm not going back and forth with this. I'm really just kind of going in one direction. I find I have better control when I do that. And I do like, I use probably this chisel or bullet end more often than not. When I have a really large area, I'll use a brush, but, all right, and I'm just going to add a little bit of my dark in here. So again, maybe start with the dark, start with the light. It does not matter. All right, so we're done with our coloring. So I'll put those away. I can move this scrap out of the way. And now the next step is I'm going to adhere these two together. I'm going to kind of adhere it in the middle. Part of that is because I'm going to trim one side off. So then I just have to look on my card and see where that bow is versus where I want to trim it. So I have it there. I'm going to move my bow all the way down here. All right. The easiest way I know to do this is to just hold it in place, flip it over, and I'm going to actually go a little bit more here. And I'm just going to take my scissors and cut right along the side. So you can see why I moved my ribbon out of the way. All right. Doop. Oop. Let's continue going up there. There we go. Okay, and then I'm going to slide this in just a little bit. So I'm going to have it really stop where that little black edge is. All right. Now I'm going to go ahead and adhere this on with dimensionals. So let's bring in our dimensionals here. So 1, 2. And because it's a larger circle, I'm going to go ahead and use 5. All right, we'll peel these off. Oh, there goes that one. You know, and every time I peel dimensionals off, I'm like, I should have a little bowl to drop them in so I could just dump them in my garbage later. I keep forgetting. Oh, I need to slide my ribbon back up. So I'm just going to simply slide it. I'm going to take my piece here, kind of tuck it under my ribbon, go right to that edge. There we go. And I can, you know, make my ribbon a little smaller. I'm just going to tug the direction I want it to be in. And now we have our pretty little butterfly. I originally colored this in berry and pink, but I didn't feel, I don't know, I didn't like it on there. So I went ahead and did my yellow. So I'm going to go ahead and put some dimensionals on this. I want it to pop up a little bit. And then I'll put it right on the edge here, just like that. The other thing I forgot to stamp was my sentiment. So we'll grab our black memento, and I'm going to grab thanks. And I'm going to put it on my block at a little bit of an angle, because this way I don't use my block to make things straight. I look at the stamp. There we go. So thanks. What a sweet card. It's just, I don't know, pretty and delicate. And I didn't have to do a whole lot of work to make it. Now let's adhere it to our card base. I'm just going to go ahead and use my seal. You could pop it up on dimensionals. Totally up to you. But I'm going to just use my seal. All right. Now let's get our inside of our card done. So I'm going to bring my 5 1/4 by 4 inch piece of basic white, and I'm going to take my butterfly again, and this time I'm going to just stamp my butterfly. You know, I'm going to stamp my butterfly here. So I have thanks on the outside. I'll stamp my butterfly right here. And then I'm going to take one more sentiment from our set. So now this is a really good set to combine with another sentiment set, but I'm going to take Dear Friend. So thanks, dear friend. And then I can make a little note in there for later on. So I'm going to take Dear Friend. I'm going to put it right next to the butterfly right there. Move these all out of my way. We'll grab our blends again. And again, with our yellow. And I'm taking my time with my coloring. Part of it is, it's relaxing the color. But this way I kind of stay within the image lines, and I really want to stay within there. All right, so I've got that. And we'll take our dark daffodil here. And we'll take this one right here. I'm coloring it really the same way I colored the one on the outside. Right. In fact, I'm not going to even blend it. I like the distinction between all the colors. And we're going to go ahead and insert this inside of our card. And we will call it a day. Actually, I could add a couple little embellishments. Let me just pick that up. Here we go. Oh, that was a little smaller. I must have grabbed the wrong one. Oh, that was 5 by 3 3/4, which is fine. Totally beautiful card. Very simple, easily done. And I'm just going to pull in my iridescent foil gems. Love these. In fact, I actually need to order more because I am out. This is my last little pieces of them. And I'm just going to sprinkle them around my card. I have 5, so you know what? I'm going to use all 5. 3. I always do them in odd numbers. 4. And I'll put one right here, 5. That way the eye just kind of naturally goes around your card. So when you have an even number, your eye just connects the dots. When you have an unnatural number and they're sprinkled, your eye just kind of goes around the whole card. All right. So I hope you liked today's card. Oh, thanks, Becky. I thought the yellow butterfly was very beautiful too. I actually want to play with orange because around here we have monarchs all the time. So I think I'm going to play with some orange, some yellow and orange. I tend to like those colors together. All right. So just going to say hello, give a shout out to Diane there too. So thanks for watching. Enjoy the rest of your day. I will be live later on tonight, so I'm not sure if you saw the post on Facebook or not, but I am going to share with you ways that you can get some free things. So I'll be live at 6 p.m. Central tonight. This is going to be uploaded to YouTube, and I'm going to be pasting in the comments all the products that I've used, as well as up on YouTube. It'll be in the description. And hey, if you're watching the YouTube video, I would love for you to subscribe to my channel and click the little notify bell. It will YouTube will let you know anytime I upload a video. So take care. Have a great rest of the week. Bye all.